Good morning, good morning. You are with TST Radio. I am your host, Marcus Johnson. Today we're going to get back into UFC 205. Yesterday I reported that on November the 12th, 2016, that UFC 205 will be taking place. Conor McGregor and Eddie Alvarez will be headlining your main event. Last night was the press conference for the event. It was very, very, very entertaining. Had a lot of trash talk. Of course, Conor McGregor was involved. So, it's going to be a lot of trash talk. Nate Diaz wasn't too happy with the main event. He had some strong words for Dana White, UFC's promoter, and the two fighters, Eddie Alvarez and Conor McGregor. He had some words for them on Twitter, and I quote, my little bleep, the B word. He said, my little B up here fighting for the number 2 spot, industry punks. He also tweeted describing Conor McGregor and Eddie Alvarez as phony mother beeps. You can read between the lines on that. Nate Diaz also, like I said, had some strong words for Dana White. He also tweeted, said, tell Dana White to get off Conor McGregor's nuts. He is very, very mad about this match because, Conor McGregor, Nate Diaz has had some bad blood lately. They have had 2 matches. Conor McGregor's last matches was against Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz versus Conor McGregor 1, Nate Diaz versus Conor McGregor 2. Nate Diaz took the first match. Conor took the second match. Nate Diaz wasn't happy with the results. He said he felt like he won the match. He was cheated out of the match. So he still have a little animosity towards Conor McGregor. He would like to face Conor McGregor for his belt also. But he felt like he should have got that opportunity. But he didn't. Eddie Alvarez got it. Another fighter that's not happy with this main event is Jose Aldo. He's not too fond of it, like I said. He has some very, very strong words for the UFC also, and I quote, he says, since I'm not an employee of McGregor, today I will ask to cancel my contract with the UFC. Yes, you heard right. Jose Aldo has requested his retirement from the UFC and the WEC. Aldo has been waiting for a rematch since he was knocked out by Conor McGregor in the first round within 13 seconds, one of the fastest knockouts in UFC history. He's been waiting around for that rematch. Like I said, Nate Diaz match was put before that rematch. Normally, the champion, because Conor McGregor took the belt from Jose Aldo. So normally the champion gets immediately rematch. But that didn't happen because of the saga and story with Nate Diaz and Conor McGregor. So Jose Aldo thought when that was over, he would get his opportunity to gain his belt back. But it didn't work out that way. Eddie Alvarez got the match. Dana White quickly made a statement concerning Jose Aldo on Combat TV. He said he will find a solution with the eternal featherweight champion, being Jose Aldo. Dana White wants to make this right. He knows that Jose Aldo deserves this opportunity, but I think he's going with the hype, what's going to make more money, and not what he owes the fighters. So Aldo quickly responded by calling in to Combat TV also. And I quote, he said, if Dana likes me and my family, I just hope he releases me. I don't want to fight. I don't I want to leave what I came in with. The UFC and the WEC didn't give me anything. That's not the whole quote. I didn't quote the whole thing. You can go on my page on True Sports Talk Radio, and you can find those stories there, the tweets and all there. You can read those for yourself. That is a very, very heated situation. I hope Dana works it out with Jose Aldo so that he will stay in the UFC. I'm a big fan of Jose Aldo. I'm a more bigger fan of Conor McGregor. So I would like to see both. I would love to see that rematch. I would pay my money to see that rematch. So Dana White, make it happen. Make things right and make it happen. Moving on, NFL. Reported J.J. White could miss. I said White. I'm sorry. J.J. Watt from with the Houston Texans. He could reported he could miss the rest of the season with a back injury. The Texans are still gathering information about the injury. Watts has been struggling with his injury ongoing through the off season, and he re-injured it in the last game versus New England. So I hope that he can recover fast enough to come back for the season. Maybe if they make the playoffs, come back for the playoffs or come back later in the season. And if they can maintain a good record, that he could come back and help them get in the playoffs. Also, my prayers goes out to J.J. Watt. I hate to see that happen to anyone this early in the season. The state in the NFL, Jerry Jones, the owner of the Cowboys, I've been watching his Twitter. He seemed to be getting very comfortable with Dak Prescott at quarterback. Dak is a rookie coming out of Mississippi State. That does bring a different dimension to the Cowboys offense with his running ability, something that Romo couldn't give them. Jones still believed that Romo will give them a better chance of winning, but could Dak Prescott be the future? Should he keep working with Dak Prescott so he could be the future of that franchise? We will see how that plays out when Romo gets back healthy and see how much playing time, how they would separate that playing time. Would that just go strictly to a backup, or will they put in packages for him and give Romo back the leading job? So we'll see how that works out. Moving on to college football, the Heisman Watch. After a big time performance, Lamar Jackson is holding on to the top spot. I have that list, the top 5 here for the Heisman Watch. At number 1, like I said, Lamar Jackson. Number 2 is Christian McCaffrey. Number 3 is J.T. Barrett. Number 4 is Donald Pumphrey. And number 5 is Greg Ward Jr. Like I said, Lamar Jackson had that big performance against Florida State. So he was put to the top of the list, which is well deserved. This week coming in, he will be going up against a good team in Clemson, a great quarterback in Deshaun Watson, who came into the season leading the Heisman Watch list. So we'll see how he perform against his second top 5 team. I think Clemson's still in the top 5. So I know they started the season in the top 5. So we'll see how they perform against them this weekend and see if Jackson can keep that top spot. McCaffrey, he'll be going up against Washington. I feel like he will have a big day. Washington is playing ball. I think they're in the top 10 this year. I think they're coming in at number 10, I'm thinking. J.T. Barrett should have a field day against Rutgers. Greg Ward Jr. should have a field day against Connecticut. Donald Pumphrey should have a field day against South Alabama is playing great ball this year. I'm sorry. South Alabama is playing great ball. So that would be good to see if Donald Pumphrey can keep having a great season and not fall off there. More news, Alabama will be facing Kentucky this weekend and planning on bringing some big-time recruits into T-Town for this game. A couple guys that will be there will be Robert Bell from IMG Academy in Florida. He's a 5-star outside linebacker / defensive end. He's 6'4", 230, runs a 4.51 40. So he seems to be a great player. Another one is Hunter Brandon. He's an offensive guard from Coleman, Alabama. He's 6'4", 270. Another guy is that will be coming in is a 4-star linebacker, Jacob Phillips from East Nashville High School. He's 6'3", 225. That's another great athlete. Last but not least, we have Dylan Moses. He's also from IMG Academy in Florida. He's a 5-star linebacker, 6'2", 225, runs a 4.39 40. So I'm very interested in seeing how these guys come in and play. They are in the 2017 recruiting class. You can go on my page on Facebook and Twitter at True Sports Talk. On Twitter and True Sports Talk Radio on Facebook, and you can see some highlights on Huddle. I shared their Huddle pages on my Facebook and Twitter pages, so you'll be able to see that on there. So go and check that out, and let me know what you think about those top recruits that will be visiting Alabama this weekend versus Tuscaloosa. I know a lot of players are excited to see Moses come in. They're saying that he's very highly anticipated on being a big time recruit. I know he's visited a lot of schools like Texas, Houston. He's visited a lot of schools, so he's finally made his way into Tuscaloosa. So they're very, very excited about him coming into town this weekend. So I know Reuben Foster tweeted that he's going to try to show him a great time coming in. Reuben Foster being a leader on that team, he's going to try to convince him to commit to Alabama. So he said he's going to try to show him a good time this weekend. So go on my page, check out those highlights on Huddle, and let me know, comment, whatever you want to do, inbox me, it doesn't matter. Let me know what you think about those guys. Those guys are going to be some great recruits. Story out of Auburn. Gus Malzahn on last week, he reported he was giving up the play calling role. That seems to work out pretty good on last week against LSU. They beat LSU 18-13 on last Saturday. In a press conference, Gus expressed how refreshing it was not to be occupied with calling plays. So it gives him more time with the special teams, the defense, spend more time with the other players, correcting their wrongs. And as a head coach, a defensive back, Rudy Ford, said he has seen a big difference as Gus is more calm and relaxed in the games and at practice. So he jokes around more at practice. He let them play music at practice. He just seemed more energized and let the guys go out and ball and have fun on the field instead of being this dictator. Gus did say he felt like he was coaching angry. He wasn't coaching the guys. He was coaching at the guys, if you get what I'm saying. He was more fussing at them than coaching them. These signs to me show that Gus wants his job at Auburn. It shows me that he's been watching Les Miles' situation for the last year and coming into this year. I feel like he's been paying attention. He's been watching that situation. And that situation, you have to make moves before the authority makes moves. You see what I'm saying? You can't let your boss come in. You got to correct those wrongs before your boss come to you and tell you you need to correct those wrongs. You know, on my job, I have to correct wrongs before my boss comes to see it. So I'm glad that Gus is taking heed into this and not putting himself in the situation that Les Miles has found himself in. I know everyone believes in their philosophy, but sometimes it doesn't work. You have to change it, implement other people's ideas, and clash those ideas and be successful. And I think Gus is finally figuring that out. He's not being stubborn. He's letting his other coaches be involved and coach. So that's great for Auburn. Hopefully they can have a good season, ending of the season. You know, we're just at the beginning. Hoping they can get it together and have a great season. But those are my topics. Hit me back and let me know what you think about those topics I went over today. Another thing, last night we was at Lagoon Park. Go on my page and find those highlights on my page on True Sports Talk Radio on Facebook. That's my time for today. I am Marcus Johnson. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate all your support. Thank you.